Hey guys and ghouls, your ghost host Lily here, and I'm back, and I'm here to do another Monster High Generation 3 review. This time, I'm doing a review on the Monster with the most stone cold style, aka Deuce Gorgon. Alright, so let's get into his box. So clearly, it's totally different from the original Deuce's packaging, because the original Deuce came in a 2-pack with Cleo, and that was the only way you could get Deuce at first for a while. This time, he comes by himself. And I believe in the movie, him and Cleo aren't together, which is sad. But I did notice on mine, his eye coffin has Laguna's eye coffin instead, like the picture, the silhouette, and like the seahorse. So if yours came like this too, please let me know. And then to get into the back of his box, Deuce is still a ghoulless Gorgon. His monster must-haves are his sunglasses and his snake hair wax, and his monster pet is still the rat Perseus. So I'm gonna take Deuce out of his box and compare him to my original G1 Deuce, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So here's Deuce out of the box compared to the Generation 1 Deuce on the right, and I will say this much, I really do prefer the first generation Deuce over this Deuce, and it's not for the reasons. Like, I feel like most people hate him because of his green skin. I love the green skin, don't get me wrong. It's just more of his clothes that are bugging me. So to get into the comparison side, the eyes, I do definitely prefer Generation 1. For this one, they have always scared me as a kid, I'm not gonna lie. I like how it's still like the snake like looking eye, but I like the coloration that they used for this one over this dark green. I just feel like this is a lot better than this. I don't like the clothes, and clearly Generation 1 is a lot taller than Generation 3 Deuce. I almost said Gen 2, but Gen 2 Deuce never got at all. Now, the only thing I have to say I like about him is the jacket, the shirt. I really do wish that it was like something like this, like with a cassette tape and a skull instead of a cobra, because I hate snakes and I'm terrified of snakes, so this isn't really my vibe for Deuce. Sadly, when I looked over on his arm over here, because it's stuck to the shirt, at least for mine, he doesn't have that same like original like tattoo on his arm for the snake scales, which is pretty disappointing. In my opinion, I really do wish that he had that still and it wasn't like this. Like, I'm sorry, he's having like issues standing. I just wish it wasn't like just green. I wish they did have more scales on him. Now with the glasses on, I do like it a lot more. I still like will nitpick a few things, like the pants. I wish the pants were this instead of like one big snake or one leg, and then like right here it's snakeskin prints, which in my opinion, I think it would have been better to go with something like this, or like just something to hint at the snake scales on him would have been nice. And then the shoes I want to go over, because I really do think this would have looked a lot better on this, because I'm sorry, these shoes make me absolutely hate this. Like, I'm glad I'm gonna have him on my shelf, and the shelf, because I have Funkos, they're gonna cover his feet up anyway. I just really think it doesn't match, and it doesn't look great. Like, in my opinion, it could have been better. And I will say this much, I do kind of miss the mohawk snake thing going on that he had, instead of the snakes being too parted to the side, which is kind of disappointing in on itself. But compared to this is a little bit better for articulation, because they could both move at the feet and the knees. His arms couldn't move, and I think that wasn't a thing till later. I want to say like Jackson, but this one, his hands can move and his arms, which I think is really cool. Now to get into Generation 3's accessories for Deuce, I will say this much: the only things that make me think G1 Deuce from this doll is probably just the apron, because from what I remember is he liked to cook, because I think that was a thing. I can't remember if it was in the book or a webisode where he liked cooking and he liked home ec. So I'm really glad that they kept that with his personality. Here's the phone I was talking about earlier in the video. That's a misprint. It just has a snake on it, which I think is really cool. I like how it has a little tongue out, which I think is a really cute touch. And I'm gonna call this cupcake a cup snake because there's a snake on top of the cupcake. And then we have the water bottle that is green and white and just has Medusa's face on it. And then we also have his backpack or his bag that's snakeskin, and it's just more snakes, which I feel like they could have done so much more besides just snakes for him. Like, I don't know. I really do think Deuce could have been better, and I really do think on the list for G3, he's probably my least favorite just because of his fashion choices. Like, he could have been so much better, I'm sorry. And then, of course, he does come with Perseus. Perseus does have, like, little snakes on him, and I think I saw, like, a scale on him on, like, maybe his leg or something earlier. But I feel like that's a nod to G1 Deuce, in a way, which I really like, that they kept Perseus and that they have that little tattoo on him. And then there's the snake wax that has a snake on him as well. I just put it on Perseus because I just thought it'd be cute. Anyway, I think that's all I could think of and I covered for Deuce. Once again, I really do prefer G1 Deuce only because of his clothing. G3 Deuce, not a fan. I do like him. Like, I like the green skin. Like, I wish that this Deuce did have green skin because in some wars of mythology, Medusa did have green skin and some Gorgons do have colorful skin, like his cousin Viperine. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think of Deuce in the comments. Let's have a discussion. And yeah, just thank you all for watching. And I hope you all have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications if you haven't subscribed yet to get notified when I post a new video. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!